Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel JMPR Cloud Tech, where you'll be learning Salesforce from a learner. That's me, Preetham Angya. In the previous video, we walked through the Object Manager to understand what are different types of Salesforce objects and data types. In today's video, let us learn Salesforce Relationships by relating to database terminology of one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many relationships. First, let us understand what are relationships and why are they necessary. Let us continue with the example of restaurant application that we are building. Out of the 5 tables that Astro provided us, one custom object we already built is menu. For each of these menu records, we know there can be multiple items. Like breakfast menu could have items like classic hot dog, pancakes with maple syrup, etc. And for lunch, let's say biryani. You can see that the record M001, that is breakfast menu, has 2 items. This depicts a one-to-many relationship. There would be few dishes which would be part of different menus. Like biryani can be for lunch as well as dinner. In fact, there are few special places like Hoskote in Karnataka, India, where you would get a biryani at 6 a.m. in the morning for breakfast. Another example is coffee or tea, which people consume throughout the day. It can be part of all menus like breakfast, lunch, snacks, etc. With this, we can say that menu and its items would actually have a many-to-many relationship. When you see this item table, it looks a bit weird. And you are right, this is not the right way to structure a many-to-many relationship. We can represent this in a much better way by using a junction object. For that, first we will restructure the item table as shown without the menu number column. Second, we will take an object which only defines these two relationships. We will call it menu item table, which has its own number and then has two fields which is related to menu and item tables. If you see from left to right, you can see menu number 1 has 3 items and menu number 3 has only 1 item. Whereas when you see from right to left, item 1 and 2 are each related to a single menu and item 3 is related to both menu 1 and 3. Well, there you go. Many-to-many relationship has been established. There is another relationship known as one-to-one relationship, which is rarely used. An example would be one country having only one capital. Let us now see how we can establish these kind of relationships in Salesforce. The two main data types that we have in Salesforce to establish relationships are Master-Detail and Lookup. Both are basically one-to-many and if required can be used as one-to-one with custom restrictions. Same as in database management systems, we can create a many-to-many relationship using a junction object which has two master detail relationships. In master detail, the detail records must always be associated to a master record, whereas in lookup, a child may or may not be associated with a parent. As shown in these tables here, only child 3 is associated with a parent 2. That makes master detail a tight relationship and lookup a casual relationship. Coming to security, detail record will inherit security and sharing from a master, which means if Astro is the owner of the record parent 1, then he will also be the owner of all related child records, that is child 1, 2 and 3. Let's see the behavior for record deletion. For master detail relationship, if parent record is deleted like this, then automatically all related children and grandchildren records will be deleted. Whereas in lookup relationship, we can get an option to choose if lookup should be blanked out like this or the record to be stopped from deletion and error message will be shown. Coming to roll-up summary fields, these are a powerful data type which is only available with master detail. We can roll up few limited set of fields of the child object and display a count, sum, minimum or maximum value. For example, I have shown a roll-up summary count of child records. While this is available out of the box with Master-Detail relationship, we can still achieve the same functionality in Lookup by investing more time in custom development or by installing an app from Salesforce App Exchange. Well, these are just few of the differences. We can explore more difference in depth as we keep building this restaurant application. Do subscribe to follow me. Let us now go back to our developer org to create a many-to-many relationship between menu and item object using a junction object called menu item. We have already created menu object in previous video. Let us create the item object in the same way. For now, we will just create one custom field on it, and that's the item name. For the junction object, let's create the menu item object. Important note here, a relationship field is always created on the child object. So for both menu and item, the child will be menu item junction object. So we have to create the relationship fields on that. Select master detail and in related to drop down, choose the master object name. Select menu and proceed with default settings. You can see here that a master detail field would be mandatory and hence it has to be visible to all user profiles and also present in all layouts and we cannot remove it. Let's choose Save and New to create a master detail field for item object. Well, our junction object is now ready. If you click on New Field again, you can see that Master Detail option is disabled. This is because of a Salesforce limitation that each custom object can have maximum of 2 Master Detail relationships. And don't worry, this limit would not affect much if your database design is well thought of. If at all you need more Master Detail relationships, you can always replicate the feature by using a lookup relationship and a bunch of customization. To conclude today's video, let us go back to the schema builder to see how our restaurant application database looks like. Join me in the next video to continue building this application by understanding page layouts and record types in Salesforce. Please do like, share, and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified of my new videos.